WWE2k19 arena creations. So this is the second of my arena creations. I'm not going to be moving the cursor just because I'm having a quick look on my laptop. Basically what video is that I've got a laptop with me. I want you guys to understand what goes on behind the scenes games essentially. So I've got a laptop with me where I view the content and what I'm creating. It helps me understand how to get a most authentic look, the best feel for whatever an arena or a roster or a core, whatever it is. So what I'm doing this time is I'm creating the World War III arena from WCW, and so I'm going to do that now. I've only created one arena before. It's Starcade 97. I'll show you that later. But it's gonna, all of these WCW ones, fortunately, they run off of the same sort of template. Makes it a lot easier to create the game. But what I'm trying to just do now is select the base settings so that everything is as I want it to be. So I've been using Backlash because I like the big curtains. The massive curtains at the back is something that WCW kind of just did all the time, and they made a bit of I'm just looking at these others, but they made a bit of a niche out of how they love their shows. But I might try this one. I might try Survivor Series because that was 2000 and a lot older. WCW Bash of the Beach 94, great to see that on the game again. WCW Clash of Champions, another WCW arena, good to see that back on the game. I'm going to go with Survivor Series though because I love the size. I always go with venue size 1 or 2, it just depends which one I'm feeling. And then I always go with the WE 98 to 2003 because that was more or less the Attitude Era. Announce tables, obviously we're talking old monitors, although they may not even be on the game because this is WCW and they didn't have ringside announce tables. I usually go with template 1, or I mean it doesn't matter as long as there's a baseball bat. That one has a bit of everything, so I like that. Time of day isn't important. General purpose Titantron on. All of this you just want to make sure is set the way you want it to be, and obviously that goes under the main movie and the sub movies. Apron, this is where you turn everything off or remove it. More importantly, remember that off does not remove it. You actually have to select remove. Took me a while on my last arena to actually find. When creating the arenas, I tend to just go and flick everything off. I don't want anything on when I'm creating. I've got a Titantron here. Basically the Titantron for World War III, as you could probably tell, has 3 screens. So the one I made last year actually did really well. So I'm going to try and do if I can get this sorted this year. I really want to make this one look good. In fact, looking at my picture, there is a screen in the background. Oh, I didn't have that network. WE network shouldn't be on there, that's for sure. Doing that. Okay. Let's see what pattern they have, because they don't really have a pattern, I imagine, that matches what World War III, what the World War III arena actually looked like. So I'm going to have to try and find that and see if I can do it and get it looking good. So, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the fire, man. It's too much. But if I can change the colour... Okay, that's not so bad. But the authentic arena was like a poo brown colour. So that's what I'm going for. I want to try and make sure I get the right colours. And then what I've said time and time again, here's my little WC pack of logos that I've uploaded this year. There's more to come, but you've got to download what I've got in order to get more. I'm going to tile these because Actually, in the original there were 3, so I'm hoping to just get 3 World War III signs up on that backboard. Although they weren't this big, I think that is suffice. Now, there's a Minitron as well, so I'm going to try and add a little Minitron because there was a Minitron in the real WCW. Now, they haven't got that top on. They never had that little top piece on, so I'm hoping to find something a little bit more like this. Ugh. Which looks great apart from that stupid black hut thing that I still don't understand why they put it on the game. This is much better, but still not quite World War III. What's this baby? Okay, this bad boy could be exactly what I'm looking for. So, I'm going to do this. We're going to do all groups. Again, I think the colour on the pattern looks different actually on this one. So I'm literally just going to change it round. More orangey. Ooh, that's horrible. But it was more orangey anyway, so I'm just going to change that down until I get the one that I want. And the images again, got to go back, get the custom images out, rocking the World War III logo. Let's see if I can apply this singly without it looking great. That looks brilliant. That's awesome. Accept that, accept that. So headers now obviously we're looking for lighting rigs. Now the lighting rigs here were kind of all over the place, so I'm going to see if I can change this camera angle so it actually looks better. That is absolutely terrible camera work from myself. Let's just come out a bit. I want to make sure that I get this right. So the depth, that's as far back as it will go. I'd like to sort of level it off with that if possible. World War III did have lights, but I don't think they don't really help you with WCW stuff. They don't really do a good job, in my opinion, of getting good lighting for WCW style arenas, but that's alright. Stage and ramp were exactly the same. Don't think there's anything I want to change there. Can't add an announce table on this one, which is a shame because this is WCW and they love announce tables everywhere. Now, they did have like weird stuff because it was World War III, things blew up, apocalypse, etc, etc. But you know what? There's nothing here that really suggests an apocalypse other than graves. And I don't think you want body bags either. So I'm going to leave that one, thank you very much. That's going to be my World War III done. And then, yep, just want to make sure. I like to just make sure that all these are actually working. Oh, that's really cool that you can do that because actually that is what World War III had in '97. So that's awesome. The head's actually a really good World War III looking arena. The lights for some reason are green on my picture, so I'm definitely going to be putting those green lights on there. And let's just pick some more random colours because this would have been WCW in the 90s and they were just like, whatever, let's do loads of colour. Don't know why they did these weird colour schemes, but they did. Actually going to go with the darker, that's it, red. Fifth, how many colours are in this one? Boy. There you go, that's fine, that's that done. Light for construction, so you got the match lighting, so how will it look during the match? That's it. I think the logos look pretty hectic. You've got World War III in its authentic 1997. Now we go to the ring. So I always delete everything with the rings. I don't like anything on them. I like it to be a blank canvas by the time I get editing. I think it's the easiest way for me to edit. And now what I'll do, I'm going to jump over. I've got more pictures, believe it or not. Basically, I take pictures of what's in the ring itself so that I know. And actually looking at this, it looks very similar to the last one I made, which was Starcade 97. Starcade 97 had like, they kind of had like a greyish blue. It's the best way I can describe it. I don't know any other way of describing it, so it's tough if you don't like that. But it's about there anyway. It's like a darkish kind of blue, huey kind of grey, weird, ugly, horrible colour. There's nothing on the ring apron to say that it's World War III, which is typical of WCW to do that. The mat, again, it's like this. It's not that colour, it's just like a grey colour, but it's a bit lighter than that. It's about there, it's like dirty. But what it does do, it has the image of World War III on the ring mat, and actually looking at this one, it's quite a big World War III logo actually. It spreads most of the ring, which is really crazy that they do that, but it does, because the red and the grey looks disgusting. Again, I usually take the opacity down because I like my ring to look kind of worn. I don't like it to look completely new and fresh. I like it, especially the 90s, like it wasn't that great back then. And I think it just adds, it gives a bit more texture to the logo as well, because you can see the mat through the logo. Ropes, easy, black, typical WCW. All of this bit actually is really simple, straightforward. Ring posts, black, normal ring post. What I like, I said this again, WE have definitely changed something for the better. They've made the black's actually black instead of like this weird purple colour that they used to be. It was horrible. But they've added it now. It looks so much better. It makes my life 10 times easier, because I used to have to play with textures and try and make it look different to how it actually was. It was just a nightmare having to play through it. WCW yellow turnbuckles, which are kind of like a palish yellow, but still bright yellow. Weird. I accept that. Accept all those. Steel steps are black. And again, like the steel steps, I used to have a nightmare with steel steps on this game. Trying to make them black when they look purple, ridiculous. But now, that's looking good. So my World War III ring is finished. Now it's ringside that we've got to go to, classic mat. And again, that's actually very similar to... It's just a bit of a different colour to the ring. Just a slightly brighter colour from what I can see. The barricade, obviously that would be your standard sort of steel barricade. It would be a lot lighter than that though. Sort of those standard 1990s things going down. Then there's steel barricade again over there. I always forget that. Again, there would be no tables. Like, people forget that WCW didn't have tables at ringside. Wasn't the way they did things. Why is the visual... Okay, visual condition. I like the visual condition. I usually take the saturation down. This is sort of the way that it's working for me at the moment. I'm taking... It's -20 and +20 for me. And then I'm usually going at 9 fog, or 7 or 9. Depends on what arena and what I'm doing. But in those days there was fog, so there was loads of fog everywhere. What am I going to do with this? I think I'm going to add the logo. It doesn't have to be big, like, just simple. You know, I don't really like the billboard standing out, especially my old arenas, because they're obviously old arenas. But I will add a black colour to that because I don't want it to stand out. Perfect. Lighting again would be typical WCW. Let's just give like as many different colours in one arena as you can, kind of colours. They were so strange, these people. But there you go, that's that done. That's your lighting fixed up. I love this with the crowd chairs, but I'm not going to do it this time. You can change, you can add the logo to the back of the chairs, which is awesome. Again, I think this time, I think I'm going to stick to that picture for all of mine. Number 1 seems to get everything correct. So now it's World War. Three? I don't know where numbers are. What am I doing? There we go. Oh, I actually want that to be called World War III 1997. World War III 97. This is actually the second of my 1997 arenas. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and customize the show as well. I did that last time with Starcade. That way, when I upload, I can get everything to you, which means you guys get to see absolutely everything that you need to see in order to enjoy. So location random. I probably could find out where it was, but I don't think it matters. The show music, commentary is going to be something like, I really want to do Monday Nitro. I don't know, I'm going to try it and see what it's like, because usually I just do general. In fact, I'm going to do general. If you want to do it, you try it. Screen filter, late 90s. Matchup screen, this is World War III, so World War III would, well, back in the 90s, I'm going to do like, I like the 80s ones, but I don't know. Because it's World War III, it needs to be a bit cooler, I think, than that. For some reason. Oh, that's cool though that they've taken the WE logo out. I know it's sort of in there, you can see it, but that's good that they've taken that out. Looks a lot better with it removed. Hell in the Cell. I wish that they would remove the actual event logos from the background on these, because it really isn't conducive to what I need, which is a plain background without So World War III, I'm going to try Underground, see what that looks like. I feel like they've taken away some of these animations, which is really bizarre that they've done that. Love the show images. Again, I've uploaded a really cool one to that and just show you what that looks like. There you go, World War III, nice big logo. I think they've tried to work around these logos as well, because they look so much nicer this year. They look a lot better on the screen. I don't think that matters. Everything else needs to now just be that Underground one in red. We're almost there on my second of 5 arenas. Come on, show load. Oh, did I just do what I think I did? Yep. I think I've skipped right past what I needed to. Oh, there's Underground. Okay, so that now is it. I'm going to do a full preview so that you can see exactly what this looks like, and then I'm going to go ahead and upload it into Community Creations for you. But this is another part of the process for me of just creating content. This is part of what I have to do every single time I create a piece of content. You know, you have to look through every last detail, check everything over twice, 3 times. It's only because I've done these 2 arenas before in the past that I actually more or less know what I need and what I'm looking for. But the other ones that are coming. I've got an ECW pack that's going to be coming out. Oh man, this looks beautiful. The presentation, I think, looks a lot more like WCW. I think the fog has really added that element to the game now, whereas the clean events obviously look a lot different. This one really has atmosphere and feels like it's in a different time zone rather than now. And I wish that they showed you with a WCW guy, but that's fine. I'll be having a look soon enough. But this is the World War III. You can see that it's all there. It looks great. It looks actually closer to the original in '97 than I've ever made before. So I'm really proud actually of the first two that I've created, if I do say so myself. I can't skip. I'm sorry. I wish I could. In fact, will it skip and not leave? Okay, great. I'm just going to look at all these different elements because I want to make sure the ring looks good. Looks like it should do. It does look great. Replay, perfect. Yep, the end credits. That is another great WCW arena in the bag. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'll accept it now. And then I'm going to go ahead and upload this. I'm going to let you watch so that you can see the other creations I've got. And then hopefully if you want to download them, you can download them. You can see that I'm at a massive 10 downloads already. It's ridiculous, but somebody's downloaded Booker T, which is nice. Obviously the logos are starting to get downloaded now. Arenas, which you're now seeing World War III, hashtag my list. So I've got WCW. Then what I tend to do is I hashtag the show or event. Oh, going the wrong way. They usually have all of these names in, which is great. Hashtag list 1997 because that's the year that this arena was based around. Done. So that's Starrcade 97, World War III 97, both uploaded, the first two. I've got a championship belt that y'all can look at. You can see that right here. It's my favorite. I love it. I do it every year. I will be creating more. Whoops, shouldn't have clicked that. So yeah, I haven't done Money in the Bank yet. I have uploaded Starrcade as a show. I'm basically doing all the shows as I go and do the arenas. I just want to make sure that they're all updated and uploaded for you guys so that you can enjoy them. Make sure you get the most out of them. Treat them nicely, please, with care. They mean the world to me. Just joking. Anyway, that's it. I think that's more or less it now. I haven't done any movesets yet. I will be doing movesets. I believe that I had a couple of great movesets last year that I just uploaded way too late, so people probably didn't notice them. But yeah, the game's looking great so far. I'm on my way to the next rank, but I need to get there as soon as possible so I can create more content, make more packs. I've got an ECW pack that I really want to release. I've got an old school WWF pack that I want to release, and some more WCW arenas, and just my general universe mode arenas. So if you want any of those, I've got championships that I can do. I've got a couple more superstars that I'm going to release from the get-go. I'm going to keep going, keep pushing forward, hopefully get everything done before the 12 AM release date in the US when everything's gonna go cray. So thanks for watching, thank you for your patience and time, and I'll see you soon.